And then if you get to a final thing where you might have 2 people who make it through the bottom of that funnel, then I might give them a trial. I'll pay them for 20 hours work each, and then I'll give them both a go. If they're, 2 really good stars, then I might want to add to that virtual bench, and I'll tell them, opportunities come up, our business is growing, we're looking for people like you, sit tight, we'll give you some one-off tasks, and when an opportunity presents itself, we'll let you know. That's what happened with this one person I was talking about, and we were giving her those one-off tasks, and then I'm finding that she's not being able to be consistent in delivering those blog posts. So that was a good, she's been sitting on the virtual bench, and I'm just going, I'm glad I didn't hire her, because that would have been frustrating. So more than one successful, and then give them some underarm throws as well. And I'll talk about this in what you do in the first week that someone comes on board with you. Just give them some really easy stuff, just to see you're looking for consistency, you're looking to make sure that they communicate well. Don't set them a super, really high task. Some people do, but I prefer to give them a few underarm passes just to make sure that they can catch the ball and do the job and run with it and do it really well. So the evolution, that's the process that I've been using up until now. We're about to evolve that system, and towards the end of the day, I'll talk about systems. I look at the world in systems. Everything is a system. This is my system for hiring. So my system for hiring is evolving. What we're going to do is we're going to shift before we send out, before mum does her pre-screen, I want to shift the questionnaire in front of that, because there's no point in wasting time for mum flipping through all of the resumes if they're not going to do the questionnaire right and they tell me that their wage expectation is up at the $15 mark and I only want to pay $5 for that particular task. So we're shifting that. The reason I'm telling you this for the evolution, and this is just part of my learning, I'll teach you everything that I do it as I do it now, but it's by no means the best way, and it's just an evolutionary period for me. So then we've got the personality testing is another thing that we're looking to do. We might look at DISC or wealth dynamics or something like that, where part of the early process will be to find out what type of individual they are, which I'm finding out more about. And there's also a website worth looking into, Expert Rating. And what Expert Rating does is they've got a whole lot of job tasks, like those, almost like trial jobs, and you can get someone to go over to Expert Rating. You set up the trial job and it's managed through Expert Rating, and they might have a series of questions that they have to answer, and it's good competency testing. So if someone says, yes, I know CSS, okay, go take this CSS test and then we'll see how well you know it. So real life example, we placed an ad on JobStreet. We got 121 resumes. We pre-screened them, did the questionnaire. We got it down to 14. Of those, 11 returned that questionnaire back. From there, we picked out the best 5 that returned back. We assigned 5 tasks. From there, we found the best 3. So we were down to having 3 golden players. And then we interviewed them. I came out with 2 people. One, MJ there, Manuel, and also we came up with the other person which I talked about. We added them to the virtual bench and she was sitting there, and MJ joined our team and he's a real valued player.